Should combat warrant clemency? Kyle Bates, a National Guard veteran, was put to death this week with a 3-drug injection at a Florida state prison for the 1982 murder of Janet White. His attorneys had argued that he was mentally ill at the time and that his organic brain damage wasn't considered at appeal. But prosecutors say any mental health defenses were time-barred. The execution has brought new light to the position that veterans should not be given the death penalty because of mitigating factors, which include combat-related mental injuries that many times affect judgment. 300 people, or about 10% of all death row inmates, are veterans, according to a 2015 report by the Death Penalty Information Center. But the center's executive director, Robin Marr, tells me that number is actually higher today, based on preliminary data in a forthcoming updated report.
We know that being in the military for some people leaves them with lasting scars, physical, mental disabilities that can affect their judgment, their ability to conform their behavior to the law. These are injuries they suffered in the service of their country.
Veterans are more likely to deal with mental health conditions than non-veterans, and many may be untreated.
Their impulse control is impaired. They can't suppress their emotions. They're overwhelmed by emotions and tensions. Their lives are falling apart. They're in a deep black hole. They don't see any daylight. And things are getting worse. And sometimes the people that they love and they rely on the most can't live with them anymore, and they reject them. There's nothing good going on in their lives, and they just lose it and they go, and sometimes they don't even know that they've done these acts.
Some advocates say there needs to be a categorical exemption for the death penalty when it comes to veterans with combat-related mental injuries, similar to the existing ones for minors and people with intellectual disabilities.
It's not a get-out-of-jail-free card. In the case of capital murders, capital convictions, it's a life without parole card. I think what we're really driving here is to say that these veterans, because of their voluntary service for something we asked them to do and we knew they would come back like this, because of those circumstances, a combat veteran with mental health issues related to their combat service should be spared the death penalty.
The vast majority of troops coming into service have no criminal record, but advocates say what they go through after their deployment makes them different.
Not every single combat veteran is going to come back and commit violent crime. That's true. Okay. However, it's inescapable that their exposure to the kinetics is going to make the probability of them committing a violent crime greater, because it makes the probability of them being affected by a mental health issue greater.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.